Hey guys, what's going on? This is Tucker Durkin from the Florida Launch and Team USA.
Durkin, heavy defending.
The footwork of Durkin.
I'm here with Lacrosse Skool, and we're talking about the mindset of a dominating defenseman. Guys, we're going to talk about the approach today, okay? There's three things you always want to do when you approach the ball. The first thing is, and this goes for on-the-ball defense and off-the-ball defense, and this is kind of a discipline just to have as an athlete, is to always be in an athletic stance. You can't react very quick when your feet and your legs are kind of straight up like this, okay? In order as a defenseman, whether, like I said, on the ball or off the ball, in order to react very quickly, you've got to be in an athletic stance. So, we're down like this, feet are about shoulder width, maybe a little wider than your shoulders, okay? And you got to be down in this position, okay? And if you think about it very basically, being in an athletic stance with your knees bent, okay? Defense by design, by definition, is a reactionary position. You're reacting in a lot of ways to this offensive player, okay? So if he makes a move this way, he makes a move to his right, okay? In order for me to cover him and to explode quickly to where he's going, the fastest way for me to do that is being in this athletic position where I can drive this foot this way, okay, in an explosive manner. Second thing we got to remember as a defenseman, this is you always got to have your stick out in front of you, okay? So if I'm approaching the ball right here, I want my stick right out in front of me like this, okay? Reason being, right, it's not to throw a poke check, believe it or not. We want our stick right out in front of us like this so we can create space between ourselves and the ball carrier in order to react to his move, okay? So if I have my stick out here, he makes a move, now I've got 3 yards, 6 feet of space to react to his move. And the last thing is take something away. And what does that mean, right? As an offensive player, they're always trying, a Dodger is always trying to attack one part of the field, okay? Right, from here, his best angle to shoot, score, or feed is probably gonna be across the middle of the cage, right? Where there's a better angle, a better shooting position for him. So in this situation, I wanna force him to the low angle, right? If the ball's up top or the ball's at X, chances are you're taking away the strong hand, right? And this might depend on what your coach, what your specific game plan is, but the idea is you always want to approach the ball where you're taking something away, okay? If I'm square right here, this ball carrier can basically do whatever he wants. He can choose which way he wants to go, okay? As a defenseman, we want to take away one of his options, right? So say he is a left-hander. All we're gonna do is line up just like this, right? And shade that left hand, right? And this is something that, as a defenseman, we're not taking away an entire side and giving him a free lane to the goal, okay? But at the same time, we gotta make sure we're kind of in that middle range where we're taking away one option, right? One of his hands, one of his dodging lanes, right? So if he wants to go that way, we're taking away, it's gonna be wide enough so it doesn't really matter. Okay, again, when we line up square with an offensive player, we're basically saying go wherever you want. And as a defenseman, you don't want that. You want to dictate where the offensive player goes. Okay, so those are the three things that you got to remember when you're approaching the ball. You got to have your stick out, you've got to always be in an athletic stance, and you've got to take something away.
You see the back of the jersey, it's a good time to double.
Tucker Durkin digging in against Lyle Thompson.